Hello, America. So I was uploading some videos and I saw that some disgusting troll decided to do a video on me on my video about white people not going to the same heaven as black people. So I'm going to share this video with you guys. I've not seen it, so I don't know what it's about really. So it just says white banned from heaven, says BLM pro-black racist V. Smith. So I guess I'm a racist. So we're going to watch it together. I'll probably stop it some of the times just to discuss what's going on. So we'll see. I don't know how I'm going to react to it because this is my first time seeing this video. So here we go.
The Tigero News. Hi, I'm Tigero Tiger.
Hi, and I'm Sarah Stripes.
There you go. I'm just trying to make it where you guys can see the whole screen. Now I'll play it. Hi, America.
Hi, racist.
I'm going to skip some of the stuff.
Go to heaven and white people would go to hell.
I hope the people who watch your videos are at least smart enough or Christian enough to know that doesn't make any sense.
So I think he's talking about the fact that white people are not going to go to the same hell or to the same heaven as black people, and I stand by that. And I don't know, I'm not some big deep Christian, but I do know that if a race is internally evil, and if they spent their entire existence terrorizing and tormenting other races on a global aspect, then no, they're not going to be in the same heaven. It doesn't take a rocket science to know that. So let's hear what else he has to say.
It has nothing to do with anything in the Bible, and are just the ramblings of a racist black woman purposely saying wild, outlandish, anti-white things because she wants to be the next big fuck white people YouTube star.
You smell that, Tiger?
Yeah, so I'm not being a big, I don't like to use the F word, so I'm not going to. I'm not out to F white people, like he said. I'm more about black unity. And you know what? We all as a black community do at some point need to say F white people. And I'm saying F white people or if you're a white supremacist. I'm saying F white people if you spend your entire existence trying to bring the black community down. I'm saying F white people when you have ignorant people like him that decides to do videos. So here, let's listen to the rest of what he has to say.
Bro, it smells like a Cynthia G clone.
Now let me talk about some of the reasons where I get my opinion from, where I base most of my thoughts on this. I look at the actions of white people and the fact that white supremacy is global terrorism. Okay, and let me look at it in different ways. White people are the only people in general that are enemies with life itself. Okay, white people in general are enemies of life itself, not just life of black people or brown people, or but on a global stance, they're enemies with everything. They attack the entire globe. The trees aren't safe. The water isn't safe. The animals aren't safe. Every living thing on Earth is affected negatively.
I think most of us have seen
For
my
sinister
video.
purposes, undisclosed to the general public, believers in the theory argue that normal clouds, formed when water vapor condenses and freezes around small particles that exist in aircraft exhaust, dissipates relatively quickly, and that those.
So right here, this clown is trying to say that he's trying to discredit, God, I can't even remember what they're called, but chemtrails. Yeah, he's trying to discredit chemtrails. And you would have to be just the dumbest, most ignorant person if you cannot look up at the sky and tell when there's a chemtrail. You can see jets that go and they do leave little white clouds behind, but you know what? It goes away. But when they spread chemtrails, which they make in a kind of a checker, they will go this way and then that way, and it will spread out and turn into these lighter cloud kind of things that block the sun. Those are chemtrails. Let's hear what else this clown has to say.
That do not dissipate must contain additional substances. These arguments have been dismissed by the scientific community. Such trails are normal, water-based.
He is lying. These have not been dismissed by the scientific community. They've actually been shown by the scientific community to be correct. That is what they are. You do have, you have it argues on both sides. Some people are saying that it is not true, and those are the people who don't want to do anything about it. There's lots of people out here that see things that are going on wrong, but they don't want to say anything about it. They want to call it a conspiracy theory. Everything's a conspiracy theory. Well, you know what? If you use your own brain and you open your eyes and you look up at the sky, you know they're chemtrails. When the news comes on and I was watching the news actually, and they were not even like talking about chemtrails. They're talking about whether a comet was falling. And the guy just casually said, oh no, wait, those are chemtrails. That's not a comet. Like, chemtrails exist. So this clown can call them a conspiracy theory and they don't exist. Okay, right.
Condensation trails that are routinely left by high-flying aircrafts.
We're gonna go past his la-di-da.
This lady in a nice room, sitting in front of a quality video recorder making internet videos, drinking bottled water, has the nerve to say that she's living in hell. These people are absolutely ridiculous.
So let's talk about just basic killing. White people get a thrill out.
So I wonder who these people are, because there's no one sitting with me. It's just me. And I do feel like this is hell. When I think about the last, over 700 years and all the things that Black people have been through by the hands of these white supremacist terrorists, yes, this feels like hell to me. It doesn't make any sense that they are allowed to run rampant and just cause destruction and mayhem and misery to everyone. And then they just sit there and act like they have no responsibility to fix anything. That to me feels like hell. Let's just go on and finish this, because it's just really annoying to me. I'm trying to play it.
Out of killing things. You can go online anywhere and look up hunting, just hunting. First, that's white supremacy right there. Because white people think that they have the right to do whatever they want to. They have the right to kill whatever they want to. And I'm not talking about basic killing as a necessity, killing so that you don't go hungry, killing to, feed your village or whatever. But these people go out and hunt what they call game, and it's really funny how they rename.
I'm gonna skip some of this.
They're no longer bears and lions.
I feel like we've watched my video.
So if that doesn't earn you a place in hell, I mean, there's numerous other things.
I'm gonna try
murder these.
Skip. I'm gonna try to skip back to him. It's not like
out of killing human
food, and even then, their pure angelic hearts force them to pray to God for forgiveness and cry for days in memory of the poor, beautiful animal.
So if that doesn't earn you a place in hell.
You see how funny it is to them to kill something? How they can't understand a human being feeling sympathy and feeling remorse for killing something. They don't understand that. To them, they're entitled to murdering. Anything that they murder is their life isn't worth as much as theirs. They don't care for it. It is a thrill to them. It is nothing. They just, I'm taking this life and yay, I can, and I'm fine with it. It's funny, it's nothing, and I'm entitled to it. So I don't need to feel sorry. I don't need to respect that animal's life. I don't need to. That's the theory that these white devils are having. And then it's upsetting me because everything's life means something. But to them it's a joke. Things lives are a joke, and that is why they can go shoot a child in the back and leave him dead on the streets. They can do that because they don't care. There's no empathy. They don't need to pray over it or feel sorry for killing a child because this is who they are. He's telling you, this is how we are. We think it's funny and we think we should be able to go kill things and get a thrill out of it. Let's finish listening to him.
I mean, there's numerous other things, okay?
I'm going to skip some
So since in America and its allies, then nobody cares what you do or don't believe. Your opinion is valueless when you don't know what you're talking about. It's like the 1998 U.S. Embassy bombings that killed over 200 people that Osama bin Laden and Al-Qaeda were involved in, which changed U.S. policy towards Afghanistan did not occur. It's like Afghanistan's Taliban government did not refuse requests to hand over Osama bin Laden and other terrorist suspects.
Now he's just talking about stuff that doesn't make any sense. So they're terrorists, and our government
get to not be judged by that same standard. The wrongs can.
Let me just say that white supremacists are the biggest terrorists, the biggest threat to the globe. They are global terrorists. They are our biggest threat. White supremacy is America's biggest threat. These terrorists they're right there. They're right on our TVs. They're walking around in police uniforms. They're standing up teaching our children. These are white supremacist terrorists right here. And yet our government does nothing about it. Nothing. And yet we're supposed to think the Taliban and all these other people are so scary and coming to get us. You know what? Get these terrorists here. Get these global terrorists. Get the white supremacist terrorists that go around the entire globe destroying and terrorizing other people. Right here. I can't even live in my country that my ancestors built without dealing with the global terrorists. Deal with the terrorists right here. I'm trying to see what this dude's saying now, because I don't know what's going on.
Committed by random black people throughout history that they had nothing to do with doesn't count against them individually. They're special because they got an abundance of melanin. God cuts people with a lot of melanin slack. He likes to play favoritism.
It would make heaven.
So if God
allow you to know,
let me pause this.
So if you really
a mess. God does give favoritism to black people. And why wouldn't God? Like, black people have dealt with everything. We have got the brunt of everything been stolen from our country. We don't have a country now. We don't have, the whole continent of Africa. That's stripped from us. Our identities are stripped from us. Any inheritance is stripped from us. Black people, we think about other things' lives. We think about if we kill a bug, we care that bug had a life. If we kill, an animal, we care that animal has a life. Majority of Black people don't go hunting. We don't go around killing things just because we get a thrill out of it. So why in any heaven, even on earth, I don't understand how white people get to run rampant the way that they are. And the fact that they would have the audacity to think that not only are they going to destroy the earth, not only are they going to destroy the trees and the water and the air and the people, and that they're going to be disgusting, monstrous terrorists for the last 700 years, longer than that, since the war has been created. And they think that that's going to be fine, and they're just going to get away with it, and they're just going to go sit up in heaven with Black people. Not gonna happen. I'm sorry. You can sit there and you can sit there with your tigery masked face and just looking ridiculous and saying whatever you want to say and conspiracy theory, this and that. That's not gonna get you in heaven. The truth is you're gonna go to hell, period. I don't care. I don't even believe in the biblical version of heaven and hell. But you know what? If there is a heaven, you will not be there. If there is a hell, that is where you will go. If there is something lower than hell, that's where you will go. You cannot walk around being the most evil people in existence and still think, oh, well, my afterlife is going to be great. This is your greatness. This is it. This is as far as you go in greatness. Be happy with where you're at. You can be global racist terrorists. You get to just spread your white supremacist theories, and then you get to go to hell. Let's just try to see if I can listen to any more of this dude.
Know the real stuff. And what I'm saying is the majority of white people are white supremacist terrorists. They do enjoy killing things. In fact, they feel like they're entitled to kill and destroy anything that they want to.
Well, how do you figure that? I mean, if we're going off the actual numbers today, it would seem Black people are way more inclined to killing as they please. I mean, all the widespread
this guy's a joke. White people kill way more
and the high murder
by
rates in the
numbers
United States by
is
Blacks
white people.
support
It's
my
by
position.
white people.
What supports yours?
They feel they're entitled to.
You see how this dude, how he's going to just throw out a couple of lies to try to say that Black people are the most violent in America, when we all know, look up FBI statistics, white people commit the most crimes, white people do the most, commit the most murders, white people commit the most incest, they commit the most rape, they commit the most drug issues, making of meth, they commit the most crimes. And I think that it is insane that he's gonna say what I just go around saying. I'm gonna let go back and see what he just said, because it was
be in the same heaven. A life of depravity. I don't think you're going to be in heaven with Black people, because that is not us. That is not in our genetics. That's not anywhere in our brains, our hearts. We are not that type of person.
Yeah, Black people don't do bad stuff. They're little chocolate angels. Never mind facts and history.
So there's no way.
So, notice how he says, notice facts and histories, but he doesn't give out any kind of facts or history. Black people are way kinder. We are more in touch with the world, the globe. he's just gonna sit here and throw out bullshit. Honestly, nothing that he says has any logic, has any truth to it. It's just stupidity. And I think it's hilarious that these people can just get on the internet and just say ignorant stuff and say, oh, well, she's not right, and chemtrails don't exist, and if you look at history, black people were committing crimes. No, you know what crimes are to white people? If you try to when these victims of terrorist white supremacy were trying to get away from them, that was them and criminals. They're escaping. They're criminals. They're breaking the law. Now, just not wanting to be around them is breaking the law. That's making us criminals. There's nothing that black people can do that white people aren't going to say, oh, you're criminals. You know, there's always something wrong, and it's always not with them. They're never the problem. White people are never the problem. I've said it, and I said it before. I don't think every white person is evil, but I do not think black people and white people will be in heaven together. I'm sorry. I do not believe that. So if he wants to push that it is, that he's going to be sitting up there with all the white people he victimized, with all the black people that he victimized, that doesn't even make sense. Why would black people be sitting in heaven with a bunch of people that are white supremacist terrorists? Like, how is that heaven? Like, oh, look at all those people I victimized. Look at that person, that child I sodomized. Like, no, that's not going to happen. Okay, white people, you're not going to be in heaven with black people. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. But let's finish hearing this dude be a crybaby about the fact that he's going to hell.
So what better way than to pull some controversial video topic out your ass that you hope goes viral? I mean, you did not even try to support what you were saying with the Bible.
But notice how he sure did grab my video and start talking about it. So why are you trolling? Did you grab your Bible? Because he didn't grab his Bible. But he's going to sit there and talk about the fact that I didn't. I already said I don't believe in the Bible. I don't. I know I've read the Bible, and I know things that it say in the Bible. And based on the things that it say in the Bible, white people are not going to be in heaven. Sorry that makes you sad.
All you did is say, I think all white people are going to hell because of the actions that they had nothing to do with of other white people along.
Of course, they never have anything to do with anything that they do. They're just these perfect little innocent angels that just go around globally terrorizing everyone. But they can't be held accountable for that. They don't want you to say anything. Just shh. Just as long as we don't say anything, they'll be fine. They'll go to heaven. It's like, dude, you're not going to go to heaven. There's nothing that you can say. You are accountable for all of the destruction and the evilness that is going around. Yes, you're accountable for that. And if you don't pay for it right here on earth, if you don't pay for it, and white people don't get up and start ending white supremacist terrorism, that's where you're going to be. Either get up and do something about it, or just sit there and wait for your day in hell.
Long time ago, and black people are going to heaven because all the genocides and other forms of degeneracy committed by black people throughout history.
And now he's just pulling some stuff that white people did. He's like, well, let me just pull all this stuff, genocide, and even though I know for a fact that we went around the entire globe with spreading genocide and killing and raping and murdering, but I'll just quickly say it's black people. Maybe I can get black people to believe it. Dude, you don't believe that. You know you're lying.
Doesn't count against all black people alive today like it does white people for some arbitrary reason. Good day, bruv. Edward Phil.
So that was really stupid. So I kind of feel like it was a waste of my time because this dude is an idiot. But it just goes to show, that's really how a lot of white people are. If they don't agree with what you're saying, then all of a sudden you're lying, but he has nothing to back what he's saying. He's grasping for straws because he knows that white supremacy is going to end one day, and he knows there's no escape. If it doesn't end right here while you're on earth, it's going to end when you are sitting in hell, and that's that. And some people can't handle that, but you don't get to go around being global terrorists and not trying to help end it. This is the thing. If you're a white person and you don't consider yourself a white supremacist and you don't consider yourself racist, you need to ask yourself, what are you doing to help end this white supremacist terrorism? What are you doing? Because if you're not doing anything and you're just sitting there benefiting from it, you're the problem. You are the problem. So if you're telling yourself you're not a white supremacist, ask yourself every day, what did I do today to help end global terrorism? To help end the global terrorism that is white supremacy? What did I do to end it? And if you didn't do anything to end it, then realize that is you. You're a global terrorist. You are a white supremacist, and you're going to be in hell. You can be as mad about that. You can read 56 Bibles. You can point a billion fingers at black people and try to say that they've done the same thing or equal to or almost. And it's not going to matter. It won't matter. Because at the end of the day, if you can really wrap your mind on thinking that you're going to sit in a heaven with the people that you spent hundreds of years of victimizing and terrorizing and segregating, you've lost your mind. It's not just that I'm saying it. That's what it is. I don't want all white people to go to hell. I don't want my son's dad to go to hell. I don't want his grandparents to go to hell, but it is what it is. And you can save yourself by trying to do your part to end white supremacy. But if you're not going to do that and you're just going to turn around and start pointing fingers, okay, that's fine. It's not doing anything. It's not going to save you. It's not going to lower your chance of going to hell. It isn't. You're still going to go. So all I can say is pack your sunscreen, which isn't really going to help you anyway. But you want to try to get the highest sunscreen you can get. I think you can get 90 PCF or whatever it's called, but you might just want to you might just want to get some good sunscreen. You might want to put it on your lips, your hands, everywhere, because you're going to be in hell. So there's that. You can just like maybe take a journal with you if you want to write about it, but you're going to hell. White supremacists are going to hell. They're not going to be in heaven. If you want to save your soul, then start fixing it and start ending white supremacy. That's what needs to be done, because this global terrorism that is constantly going on is not going to take you to heaven. So good day. That's all I have to say. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, and I will see you on the next video. Ta-ta.